taken by the words that you say. The voice that carries them has kept me astray. Too soon to act on it, can we ever be? That all depends on what you're feeling from me. Let me show you all the ways. Let me show you all the ways. Oh, let me show you all the ways. Yeah, let me show you all the ways. Taken by the words that you say. The voice that carries them has kept me astray. Too soon to act on it, can we ever be? That all depends on what you're feeling from me. Let me show you all the ways. Let me show you all the ways. Let me show you all the ways. Yeah, let me show you all the ways. Oh.
Peoples of the planet. Flopsy, Yag, Visual Vengeance. Of course I remember, man. Welcome everybody. Let me lower this song here. How are you guys doing? So here's what's gonna happen tonight. We're gonna have a lot of Unity coding, but as well as Unity coding, we're gonna have a lot of Node.js coding. So we're gonna be talking a lot between the game on Unity and the bot that's running on Node.js. And pretty nice. Welcome everyone. Let me open here. I'm doing good, Yag. How are you guys doing with the Christmas and everything? I know that some of you guys don't have Thanksgiving and that type of thing, but Node.js. Yeah, well, it's because we are doing some Socket.io, right? And this little game that we are building is actually connecting with the bot through Socket.io. So we're going to be doing back and forward, so we can do the communication between the game and the bot. That's why we are doing Node.js tonight. 6 a.m. Dude. Let me remember here what I did. I did some changes in the game though. Login. So new game. Oh, let me put my sound up here. There we go. I did some changes in the game. Just need to remember. I think was that that new game, that UI for the new game is kind of new. And what I need to do at this point, it's kind of like more in the bot side of things. Then through the Unity game. Do that and finish. Yeah, and then when you finish, you get this new game here that actually, if you guys can see here, Visual Vengeance, level up to level 1. There we go. There we go, man. The return. Almost missed you there, man. To fix the issue related to the SSL. No, I did not. I have, I didn't play around with it yet, but I have here, where was it? Where was it? Right here, I was taking a look in this certbot. This is one of the links that you send it over, right? So I was looking at the documentation of it, and what was the other one? OpenSSL, and I think was Let's Encrypt. Dr. Argus, welcome to the stream, man. But yeah, I'm still looking into it. But you know, I'm thinking that instead, if we have a lot of issues with the SSL thing, I may change everything. Instead of using sockets, to just use push and pull. It's going to be just AJAX requests, because I don't know if it's going to be easy to get sockets to work on a mobile. So I never worked with it. I don't know if I need to use maybe a different socket library, or if it's the SSL issue. At this point, I just need to do whatever is the fastest, right? Because I don't have like a lot of time to put on it right now. Coffee gives 25% experience. Where is the boss? Oh, doctor, I have the boss disabled because probably we're gonna be resetting the bot a lot of times tonight. So that's why I disabled the it's just the overlay, right? So if I put the slot machine back on, where is the bot? buffite. It's in there. It's just I'm not using it, so you guys don't get frustrated with me. So I guess what we need to do first here, one of the things that I was thinking is we need to we have 2 users. Let me open the database here so I can show you guys. Oh, password. Is that one password? So this is the database that I have here, right? So it has all the information, the Twitch ID, the name, and your picture, and all the hours and all the other stuff. It's pretty much related with the bot only, right? But this is coming from the bot XP. We need, in this case, we need to create a new table that's gonna hold the players for the game. So I have the player in the database. So this is how it's gonna work. When you start up the game, I'm gonna look in the bot XP. If you're in there, right, I'm gonna grab that information to use for the game. If you're not there, I'm gonna do a request to Twitch, ask your information, save your information in that table, because the table for the game, actually, we need maybe your ID and other things related with the game, maybe your max points, that type of thing, right? All the other information would be coming from the relationship. If I need other information between the user, I can use that first table that comes from the bot XP, right? Mongo doesn't have tables. Yep. Well, we're gonna create a new collection. We're gonna create a new collection, right? It's collection that Mongo uses, right? Put the love machine back on. Which one? The love machine back on? The slot machine? This one? Just trolling you. I know, man. I know. So let me do this. Let me create a button here on our UI, and then we can be smashing that button and sending requests to the bot. Main panel, UI, and let's do a button. Let's move. There we go. Let's move this up. Let's create just a script here in the middle of nowhere. Test script, and in that button, let's put the test script in there. Dude, I'm tired too. Well, hopefully you guys rest or had a really nice weekend, because dude, I am working like non-stop. Like I could not even stream Friday because I was working, so I worked Friday, Sunday, all day long, and I am back to work tomorrow. So I got like 1 day off, and I don't even know when it's gonna be my next day off, right? But this is how we do it. Hopefully you guys are just enjoying public, the weekends. Public button, test button, private void, on enable, private void. So we can use this button here to send and request to the bot. So that's gonna be text. It's not text. Test button. Really nice of you streaming your free time instead of resting. Yeah, dude. Oh boy. But like, I miss the streaming, right? So on. I just wish I had more time. If I had more time, I could work more in the games that we are building and that type of thing. Even in my game, right? I want to generate property. Oh, this is one thing that I found out. You need that. Generate method. That works. Delete that. And so see, this is the difference. This should be a void. This should be a void. And I think I'm missing something here. Add listener. There we go. Do we need the parentheses or not? Nope. Yeah, so no parentheses. Even though for coroutines, you need to have the parentheses in there. It's kind of weird, but that's how you do it. Look at that now. Who needs to rest when you're doing your hobby? Yeah, man. 1 second, guys. Jazz needs my phone to I guess she's resetting a password or something. I don't even know what she's doing, but all the codes, they go to my phone. I don't know what she's doing. She's crazy. Let's do on disable. Task button. On click dot remove all listeners. Yeah, but it gets tiresome sometimes, like working all day long. Sometimes I get home, I don't want to even see any code. But I miss streaming though. Streaming is different, right, than you just coding by yourself. Let me close that. Yep. Save it. That bothers me. The warning. Okay. Now it's gone. Button. I guess we can just drag this down. Or we could just grab it from... Well, let's just leave like that. We could actually create a property here and do what we do all the time to get the button. But let's just do this way. Game manager. Let's open our API here. API. We need a reference to this. Test script. We need that. And what else? On disable, game over. Send game over. Remove XP. User login. So let's copy this. And this is what we want to do. So we can test it. Where is the user info? Go to definition. Let's do private API. And then let's do private API. Let's find this one. This is gonna be a get equals to null. Then we're gonna find it. Object of type. API. And looks like we need a user info here. So private dictionary string. And this is what we are using to generate the JSON. So the JSON always is going to have the key and the value, but we cannot have, let's say, ints or booleans or wherever. It needs to be done everything with strings, at least for this library that I'm using. So you make a dictionary with the user info that we're gonna do username, wherever, password, and then the password, right? So here I'm gonna hard code it, Jeff dev, and the password is going to be password test, so we don't get confused with the key and the value. And then we do, can I access this socket through this? Socket. Okay, so it is private. Let me make it public just for now. Can't wait to win all the XP. Dude, I need to get this done. The only thing that's getting in my way is the sockets, right? Like I said, I may need to change this to a push and pull type of thing. But let's see. Okay, did fix, yeah. So now, if we look our bot here, user login. Okay, let's do oops, console.log. Let's do emu data, dude. Thanks for the follow, appreciate it. So let's do the player blah login with password wherever, and then as far as I remember, this is going to be user info dot, and this is interesting because wherever the key that we are adding in here, that's the key that we're gonna get on the Node.js site. So user info dot password, right? Nope. Dot username and then here we do password. So let's not emit anything right now. Let's save it. Okay, now it's saved. Mo Hitmax, welcome to the stream, man. Let me reset the bot. Restart. Now, if everything goes according to plan here, let me see if I can. If I push play here, where's our button? I'm pressing a bunch of times, and there we go. See, that's being, can I keep this tab on the top of it? On the top of everything? I know that in Linux you can do that. I don't know if you can on Windows though. you would right click in the window and say keep this on top of everything, and doesn't matter which screen you would click, that window would always be visible. I don't know how you do it on Windows though. So I'm gonna click a bunch more times, and then we get a bunch of more times that. So it's working. Okay. So here is what we want to do. We want to check if the user is on bot XP database or table, or how is it called? Document? No, it is document. Yeah, it is document. What is it? Collection? Whatever. Table. Check if the user is on the bot XP table. If we are not there, means that it's a new user, right? If it's a new user and we are not in the table, ask Twitch API for the user info. Then we're gonna get that info. If we get that info correctly, we're gonna say save the info in the bot XP table and do what to do so the user can play. Okay, so let's take a look in here. How do we get a user? I don't remember. I think I have events, save settings at top level. Oh, that's a cool one. That gets all the users, but based on the level they are. So, you know, the higher level to the lower level. I think I have, let me see here. Where that would be. Bot XP users. Yeah, there we go. So look at KDO, dude. Playcraft 10,027. So it's KDO, Playcraft, Major Lift, Pegriff, Raystel, Dr. Argus 497, Playcraft 3, Solnin, and then there you go. Yag 236. Yeah. So that's the list that I was talking about. I'm probably using this one here to grab that. Get user by name. Get user. Okay, so this is what we need to run. So it's the get user. Okay. Now let me copy. Let me copy an example of it where I'm DB model. That's calling it directly. I need an example that uses actually the event system. Where am I using that? Probably maybe this slot machine uses it. Let's see. Update jackpot, save user. So there we go. That's what we need. Your internet is slow, dude. Well, I'm glad my internet's better now. My internet, like you guys remember, for like how long? I think 15 days or something. Get user. And what do we need in there? Viewers. Get user, and then there's a function that takes an ID and a callback. Okay. Function ID, and then actually this is what it is. This is going to be the ID of the user, and then the third parameter would be the callback. So all this is the third parameter, right? So and we don't have the ID at this point. I'm going insane here. Get user by name. There we go. Get user by name. And then this will be Jeff Dev. Delete that. We don't need that anymore. And then we can say the result here, I want to say that that's the user. Yeah. So it's no or the user, one of the two. So we want to do if user dang. So if I successfully find it, we're gonna be debugging that in a console. If I don't have mistakes in my bot. Watching your stream on 360p and still buffering. Wow, that's slow, man. What's happening? What's happening to your internet, man? That's something wrong. That's not right. Let me see if the bot's still running. I found the user, and the user ID is that. So that's my Twitch ID, right? I would imagine. Okay. So that covered the case where we find the user. So else, we failed to find the user. Ask right here. I have that already done. So let's do failed to find the user. The user ask Twitch API for user info, right? So that's the case where we find it and the case where we don't. Okay. How can I do that? Do I have a method here? I don't remember if I create something. Maybe I have that on Twitch API routes, maybe. Get request. So get viewer names. Let me copy this. Get viewer usernames. Oh, it's this one right here. Get viewer usernames, viewer list, and then you pass a callback. Wait. Get viewers info. This is it. This is it. So let me copy this guy here. I should, maybe I can add an event here. I think I'm gonna do that. So plugin. Let's do Twitch API routes prototype.init. We could init equals function. We could pass config here, and then we can say this dot init, and if we wanted to, but we don't need to pass any configuration here. This is the route system, and let's add. Can we add an event here? I want to add an event listener. Now I am on 160. Dude, is this just happening today, or it's been happening for a while? Because I had to call my ISP, and it was like pretty much like 15 days until they figured it out a way to solve the issue. It was not related with my equipment or nothing like that. It was their fault, right? So let me see here. Events. So we have the events in there. See. Twitch routes. Init. Let's keep doing that. Var that equals to this. On. So let's do that. So that plugin.id, and that's gonna be called get viewers info. So get viewers info. This would be viewers string not debug console.log. We'll ask Twitch API for info, and then let's put in here the users that we are looking for. Viewers, and then let's do callback with viewers string just for now. Viewers string, let's do a plus. This is the callback. And so now we need to fire this event to get the user info. So that's going to be pretty much the same as this, but we need to add it nested in here. So in that, what's the idea of that, guys? So Twitch API. So this is what we want to call. We want to do Twitch API underline, and then wherever we registered for our for our event in there, Twitch API that, and this should be lowercase as far as I remember. API. And then we can do a console.log. If this is working correctly, this should print receive the event callback with, and then it would say wherever we pass, this is the callback, right? So let's add a user here that we don't have in the database for sure. And let's restart the bot here.
I can't start over on Pandora.
Yag, level 237, man. Okay, restart the bot, and I messed up something. Routes. What did I do? That plugin ID plus something. Is it? Windows 10, yeah. Yep. Plus. Actually, let me read the error message here. Oh, that events. So that, let me go back here. So that plugin.events. So we're gonna be reusing the events from the plugin, right? Because the plugin, pretty much every plugin in my bot, it has a reference to the events, right? So since we are in the routes here, we don't really need to create another reference. Let's just reuse it. That plugin ID, get viewers info. Okay. Let's try now. Yeah, return Windows 10, man. Okay, let's try again. So, Twitch API, events, these events. So what's it saying? Of undefined. So it's telling me that my events is undefined. Plugin events. Let me try to do something here. Plugin. Free loots. Return. Thanks for the loots, man. Is the thing working? Is even the thing? Yeah, it should be working. I didn't see it, but it should be working. Thanks for the loots, man. That events plugin.app.get events, and then we do that.events. Twitch API. Oh, there we go. We were creating the routes before everything else. So let's step back here. That plugin.events. There we go. Let's try again. There we go. There we go. So, where is it? So we're gonna click the button. It's gonna call this guy. This guy is not gonna be in the database. We're gonna send an event to get the info about Jeff Dev, and let's see if that works. Nope. I got nothing. I got nothing. What am I doing wrong here? Get user by name. So we are printing this. Console.log. Let's try again. I think the event's not being fired. Okay. So what am I missing? So we have the events here. That events emit. Maybe we are missing that one. Twitch API. Init. That events on that ID plus this is going to be user's string, right? User string Wait. I am changing things that I shouldn't be changing. Where did I create? Here. So this, I guess we cannot create this listener here in the routes file. Init callback. Let me do this. Comment this out and then go here. Let's add the event here. That event's on that ID get viewers info. Okay, let's try that. Maybe for some reason it doesn't like to be on the routes file. Okay. Nothing? It's still nothing. Oops. Wrong editor. That event's on. Rykem? Thanks for the follow, man. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Welcome. Get viewers info. We are calling it Twitch API. Oh, oh, Jefferson. It's just one underline, my friend. Let's see now. And at least now it's not working, but the event's being called. So, wrong editor. Let's go back to here. I guess we could leave it in here because it's not actually, it doesn't really belong here anyway. So that's the routing file, right? So in it, it's not doing anything at this point, and then the Twitch API actually is the one that's gonna be registering this event here. And then this should be that. That should fix it. Okay. Nothing? No way. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we got a bunch. So we didn't find the user in the database, and then says failed to user, ask Twitch API for the user info. We'll ask blah blah blah, and this is the callback. Receive the event callback. This would be the response after Twitch, right? Here we would have the Twitch info, or we're gonna have an error, right? So which editor? This one. Select, let's go back here. Wait a second. Twitch API right here. We need, now we need to actually call the Twitch API with the user list. So we're gonna do we're gonna do that routes, that's the our routes file dot. So in our routes file we're gonna be calling not that, get users info. Okay, that, and then what can we pass here? So user string and callback. So we're gonna be passing something like Jeff Dev, and what else? What else is here? The return. So Jeff Dev, comma, right? Underline. And then this would be our callback function. Users, right? And then let's do console.log. Oh, is the return? Sorry. The return. And then console.log users. Right? And then we do if users, we do if callback. So if we have the users and the callback, we do callback with the users. Otherwise, we do I guess we can move this up. If callback, so let's check if we have the callback. And console.log. No. No callback provided. So if we have the users, we do that. Otherwise, we do a callback with a null. So whenever we pass the callback, we're gonna get the users list, or we're gonna get a null in here. And let's see if this would work. I imagine that I'm asking Twitch API for that. So let's restart the bot again. One second, guys. Okay. Restarting. Push play. I forgot an else. One second. I got your link, Hitmax. Dude. That's crazy. I don't know how you even can watch the stream with that. That's crazy, man. Else. Oh yeah. I don't know how you can watch it, man. That's crazy, dude. So get, what was the error telling me? Request path contains unscaped characters. What? Maybe I cannot have this space? I would imagine, maybe. Let's try again. There we go, we got 2 users. First one, Jeff Dev, all my info, and then we get return here. Return and his info. Cool. So now instead of passing that, we're going to be passing this, right? I'm only listening. Dude. Thanks for listening, Hitmax. Appreciate it, man. So now you're doing that. I could maybe to do here fix like a space, right? Users, we don't need to debug that anymore. Okay. Man, these drive me insane with JavaScript. This way that JavaScript is written, like everybody that writes JavaScript, they write this way, right? This drive me insane because I need to look 10 times to be able to see my own code, right? I rather, if I could, no, I can, but I would do this, right? But I kind of want to keep, like, you know, see these L's I would put in there, you know, like to me, I can see my code. This is kind of like so everything on top of everything, right? But it is what it is. I want to keep it, you know, each language, wherever. See, this is kind of like, to me, it looks that everything is on top of everything. But it is what it is. So, okay, we are getting in that. And at least in this point here, we are looking for only one user, right? We don't want more than one user. I may need to change that the API here and create one method that only would pull like one user out instead of passing a string of users, right? So we are doing this on purpose so we can fail and then we can go to the else state here. But then here we are looking for Jeff Dev, right? And if we just do that, now we should be using this. Where is it? Right here. That's gonna be the Jeff Dev, right? Looks like it's working. It's just our debug that's not concatenating the object with the string here. Okay. There we go. Total of 1, display name, and all that good stuff. Warner! Welcome to the stream, man. How are you doing, man? How is your Thanksgiving? Are you living in USA or you're living in Mexico? Do you guys do Thanksgiving on Mexico or not really? But welcome to the stream, man. So that it is working. Cool. Now what? Now we get the user. We need save this user to our bot XB database. No Thanksgiving. Yeah, man. I was off for Thanksgiving, but then I worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Today is my day off, right? And I probably gonna be working the entire week. So it's gonna be tough. I even told my manager and say, hey, I cannot work like after 7 because I need to get home. I have stuff to do, right? And then he said like, oh, I may be able to change your schedule because I saw in there that some days I'm working until 7:30, and that, like, even if I fly in the freeway, I'm not gonna get in time to start streaming at 8. So I told him, look, I need to leave here, like pushing it would be 7, right? So I can get home, let's say 7:30, just change and then start streaming at 8. Let's see, hopefully he's gonna fix my schedule, but it's gonna be tight. Guys, I'm sorry that the bot keeps spamming the links because I keep restarting the bot. I'm sorry that it's spamming all those links. It happens, man. Yeah, I know. Well, end of the year, it's crazy. So save that. Okay, so now I need a template. Edit document. This is what we need. Copy. And this is the template of the user that we need to save here. Right? So we need an object that will be like that. So var user, actually db user equals to that, and close it. Can you explain async and wait in a simple term? Async and wait, it's pretty much when you're working with multi-threading code, right? Back working on the main game. Warner, no, I'm actually working in the, I'm still working in the little, you know, tile bingo game type of thing. But right now we are just testing it, the sockets. So the communication between the game and the Twitch bot. So I can save the users all that information before we start it. So what I'm trying to do now here is I'm looking if I have that username in the database. If I don't, I'm gonna fire an event here, and this event is gonna call Twitch API and ask me for the information for that user for me. And then I'll get the user back. And what we are doing now is that user that we just got from Twitch API, now we're going to be saving it to the database, right? Yeah. Yeah, but Hitmax, it's pretty much like async. It's pretty much stuff for multi-threading code. Any use of them in Unity? Yeah, of course. There's a lot of use for it. I didn't start playing around with async, but depending what you need to do, it's really powerful. You just need to wrap your head around it, how you do like your async and your await and the variables that you're passing through it. You just need to be aware of like local variables and that type of thing, because when you have code in Unity and you're calling async, if you're changing that variable value, that's going to change inside the threads as well. So you just need to be sure, you know, manage your variables differently. But that's pretty much what it's used for. And yeah, you have a lot of things you can do with it in Unity. And this is the response we get from, so this is the user right here, right? So from this object, we need to create our user, because my users in the database are different, right? Right there. So this is the user. So I want to get that object. So this is going to be an array. So it's going to be users. That's kind of weird, because it would be users.users, right? That's kind of weird. So that's going to be the result. And let's do result.users0, right? We are only interested in the first guy here. And this is the info that we wanted to display. So let's see if that flies. Babe steps here. Babe steps. So we don't create a mess. Look, Warner, level 28. There we go, man. Thanks for watching. Level 28, man. Click. And is it broken? Nope. We actually got it. Bam. Bam. Nice. So, and it was super fast. It was super fast because the game is actually asking the bot for the user. The bot's looking up the database, not finding anything, firing an event internally that actually calls Twitch API, and then Twitch API returns the object. That's pretty fast, if you ask me. Right? So this is what we get back with that log, right? And that's exactly what we are looking for. So to save this user here, we're gonna do var user equals to that, and then we do if user, right? Because it could be that something got messed up, but if we have the user, maybe the API didn't respond, maybe we had a timeout, maybe the server is off, wherever it is, we need to have a user here, right? So that user is going to be user dot ID, and then user dot display name, and then the name will be user dot name, user dot name. The type is gonna be user. The bio, user dot bio, created at, and then updated at. Logo is gonna be user logo. And then hours, if you're just being created in the database, is 0 hours. You have 0 XP, and you have 0 increase, and you have level 0 as well. Okay. So after that point, console.log, let's do db user. I want to check, guys, because if I messed up my database at this point, you guys are gonna murder me. Imagine losing all your hard XP that you got and all your levels. Imagine. You guys are gonna murder me. And ID is that, display name, name, user, yep, created at, logo, hours, XP increase, perfect. That's what I'm talking about. So now, here. Save the user. Now we need to fire an event here. Fire to save the user. And that's from our viewers here. Your internet's back working? Ida, but something from your side? Really? I didn't change anything. Maybe it was Twitch then. Maybe it was Twitch, I would imagine. I'm not sure. But I'm glad it's working now, Max. Get user. I should have an event here to save the user. Save user. Viewers, ranks. You take a look in this. This is the entire file, guys, that actually controls the XP and the level up. This is the entire thing. Your stream is fine for you, return. Yeah, I didn't change anything, Max. Maybe it was Twitch or something. On level up, see? When you guys level up, this is the log. Save users. There we go. Save user. Here I'm checking if we have an ID. I just need to be super careful here, because if this fails, I'm even thinking to leave this empty. Do you guys know if Mongo would update. So if I have this document on Mongo, but if I don't send this, does Mongo update? Or let me see if I can check that query. Save user. Right here. Plugin collection, function, collection save. So it's calling save, but maybe it's Twitch, because only happening on Twitch, yeah. Collection, that plugin collection, save user. Yeah, I'm not sure if this collection save here. I guess not sure. Maybe I should remove this. And then remove that, because if for some reason something goes wrong, hopefully your hours XP increase doesn't get messed up, right? If you don't exist in the database, it probably would be null. All these would be null, right? Or it would not even be created. So same problem happened in KDO stream. Other website work fine. Yeah, so probably Twitch, Max. Save user. So that's what we want to call it. Save user. Let's do one more event here. DB user. So the user and the callback. Okay. And then the result. Jesus Christ.
Name Jeff.
Thanks for the support, man. Get wrecked, nerd. Thanks for the support, bro. You guys want to give me like a heart attack, bro? Jesus Christ, man. Mystic, welcome to the stream, bro. Get wrecked, nerd. Thanks, man. Jesus Christ, man. That's the plan. My stomach drop. Oh boy. And I'm thinking it starts streaming, start next month. That's awesome, man. Hit max, you should, man. You should do it. User, okay, so what I was thinking here, I lost it. Result, callback. You know what? I'm gonna make a backup of my database. That's what I'm gonna do before I start testing this now. Because if I lose something, at least we just messed up with wherever is in the database today, right? We just missed, like, you know, today info. Let me do that. And how do I do less? I think it's dump MongoDB dump or something. Mongo dump. You guys that use Mongo, how do I save the entire thingamajigger? Mongo dump what? Just Mongo dump? Tonight I'm going through all the streams and just scaring the crap out of people. Oh, dude, get wrecked, nerd. Dude, how? Because I thought that the name of the person was Get Wrecked Nerd. I didn't see your name. It didn't show to me that was you. It just said Get Wrecked Nerd. I really thought that that was the username of the person, so it was you, huh? It was you, man. I don't know how I don't see the username, though. It's funny. Funny it doesn't show to me. Username, password. Mongo. Save DB. I think it's just... Mongo dump. Let me try. Mongo dump. Yeah. See? See that folder in there? Dump? I think that's it. Yep. Okay. So we have the backup for tonight in case I messed up everything. So now we can actually test and see if because I'm using Jeff Dev here, right? And let's save that guy. Console.log result. Let's see. Save user. Let's see what happens because I am in the database for sure. If I'm not in the database, nobody is. So node index. Okay, let's play the game. Click that. And looks like it ran. Now we can do find by name. Jeff Dev. Now what? Yeah, it actually removed all my XP and everything. Well, that's fine. Well, it's not fine, but now that I'm thinking, we only gonna be here if we don't find the user. And we are not finding the user because I'm searching for Jeff, blah, 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 blah. That's why we are falling in here. So I actually want to do this. Right? Mystic, you better get your your pre-alpha soon, bro. So I can play next year. So that, let's reset the bot. Stop it, play it again. Okay. Let's double check the database. Yeah, so now I have everything 0 out. Okay. Cool. So what do we need to do next? We remove that. So now that we found the user, in this case here, we found the user. Now is when we need to create a different table. So the collection is stats. Let's do users collection, and this would be JGo users. Okay, JGo users. So Jeff Dev, user info, dot username. Now we're gonna get here, find the user in the table. I'm calling it table. I know that MongoDB doesn't use tables, but I'm calling it table. So find in there. If failed to find the user, the user users table. Users collection. JGo users. And models. JGo users. We're gonna do plugin dot, let me move this here. Plugin dot that. Okay, because this is the model user collection bot XP. This is gonna be JGo JGo users collection. Add event handlers. Get user by ID. I'm gonna delete all this garbage here. I don't know what I was going for here. And this is repeated code from the API. That. And we don't need that. Because now we're gonna be dealing only with the database for the game, right? We don't wanna have a relationship with other collection per se. Add event handlers. So let's start by deleting all that. Set user password. Okay, I need that. That plugin name. Get user by ID. Actually, let me go back. I need this. So I don't need to type a bunch of stuff again. So let's do that. Get user by ID, but this user in this instance would be the game user, right? It's not the user that's in the XP system. It's going to be the user that is playing the game. And this user probably would have a way different properties, like a lot of different properties, like max points, jackpot, wherever, a number of games played, wherever is the statistics that we want to save it, right? Because we need that to build the leaderboards, right? So get user by ID. User. That. We don't want to use that anymore. I'm gonna be using that. Find ID. Okay. Get user by name. Name. And this should be, where do I have a two lowercase here? Right here. Two lowercase. Okay, so now we get by name and get by ID. Now we need a save. So something similar to this, but save user. And then this is going to be the user. So that app, that's not gonna fly. That app. Oh, we have app here. Okay. So that app. So that JGo users collection, right? Open mailbox. Welcome to the stream, my man. Thanks for the host. I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Everybody, welcome to the stream. Open mailbox, my man. Dude, how are you doing, bro? Thanks for the host, man. I really do appreciate it. Stoken, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Just working today, doing pretty good. Yeah, dude, like hopefully you're enjoying the, you know, the weekends and all the holidays. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I am pretty much working every day, but I'm gonna get my days off pretty soon, so. But yeah, what I'm doing tonight is, so we have this the game that's talking with our bot, our Twitch bot, right? And what we're doing now is just creating the users. So when you go to play the game, normally you guys that are watching the stream, you guys get added to the database automatically, right? Because you're watching the stream and then you get XP and all that stuff. But if someone is just playing the game, they're not gonna be in the stream per se. In the user is not going to be in the database, right? So what I'm doing now is I'm going through it's some Node.js code here, and then saving the user on the Mongo database and that type of thing, so you guys can play. And even though if you're not in the database, you would be added. My day job, 6 weeks are kind of a pain, dude. Yeah, I was working, so I had Thursday off. But then I worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I had today off, and I'm working the entire rest of the week. So it's gonna be crazy, man. Crazy. But what can I do? What can I do? Save user. Okay, so I have get by ID, get user by name, and then save user. Double check one more time. That collection is this one. So that users collection, results. Okay, now we need to create now we need to add the event handlers for them, right? Game and Dev, welcome to the stream, man. Now we need to create the events, right? Because if you guys don't have the my GitHub, where is it? Where's my GitHub? Right here, Jeff bot. There's some issues with this bot here, but hopefully I'm gonna fix it pretty soon, and then you guys will be able to use it. But the way that my bot works, everything is based on plugins, right? So you would make YouTube playlist. That's gonna be a plugin. So if you wanna have that, you just put the plugin in there and you have that. If you don't, you just remove the plugin. And normally when you install a bot or something, there's all these plugins that sometimes you don't even use it and they're just there. So that's how I create it. And normally I do events, right? So you don't have the dependency of, or you don't have, yeah, it is dependency of a different plugin, because it's just an event. So if someone fired that event, or if I'm listening for that event, that's how it works. You don't need to literally have a variable that's assigned to it or that type of thing. Caliber. A loud trumpet playing. Welcome to the stream, man, by the way. Caliber. What you're doing at this point, well, do you guys know the main game? I don't know if you guys know the main game. I can show you what I'm doing for reals is this, and then I can explain what we are doing today. If Unity open here, it's taking like 10 years just to open my project. So this is the main game that I'm working on. Come on. It's a big project, but really? I miss working in the game already. I started the other little game just to take a break from it, but now I miss working on it. Okay, so it's a survival with a multiplayer game. And you have blueprints, and you can learn the blueprints, campfire, craft one, goes to the queue. And let's try to put that in the floor. Bam. Put some wood on it. Turn it on. If you put meat and all that stuff, it cooks the meat. And grab my wood back. And then you have base building, right? Let me see if I can craft something here. That. Craft. Put in there. Just simple base building. What else? And then you have like different weapons that you can have. Come on. And it's working on, it's working through the network. I am working towards, at this point, I'm just trying to remove some bugs from it. So I can release a pre-alpha for you guys. But yeah, this is pretty much the game so far. And then you can grab resources like rock. See, now we have more rock here. And the trees as well. If I can run there, you can grab wood from it. Yeah, now we have 11. But that's pretty much it at this point, right? Very, very simple survival type of thing. And it looks like you're working on this for... Yeah, I'm probably gonna have 2 more years to go. Like, at least, man. based on all the features that I want to implement, because this is just the basic stuff, right? This is the survival part of it. I want to add so much more to the game that it's probably take me 2 more years. Before I release the full game, I probably gonna be releasing like a mode for the game. So it's not the game as it's supposed to be, but I'm just gonna make a mode so we can actually play together. And then I'm gonna be adding features to it, but we're gonna have that mode that we can play together, right? But yeah, this is the main game that I'm building. So save that. And this one right here, this is one game that I just started just for fun, right? So I'm gonna make this game, give you guys a copy, and you guys are gonna be able to play it. And this is connected. Oh, let me lower this music. This is driving me crazy. This is going to be connected to the Twitch bot, and actually it's gonna be calling a Twitch API. So the way that works is we have the point system in the stream, right? So as long as you're watching the stream, you get to level up, and as long as you're watching, you get XP, and you would be playing this game with the XP that you get by watching the stream. And then every time you play the game, you need to put 100 XP. That 100 XP would go to the jackpot, and then let's say by Friday, whoever is the person that has the max score will be the person that would win the XP. So we get all the XP that everybody played during that week, right? So you get that. And since it's going to be connected to the bot, if you guys are playing and I am streaming, if happens that you beat the max score, overlay is going to show in the stream and say so-and-so just beat the max score, right? So it's going to be everything interconnected, right? Before are you going to release the pre-alpha before the end? I'm assuming that's my goal. My goal would be like mid-December, right? But since I'm working a lot, I'm not having a lot of time to work in the game. So if I don't release by the end of the year, for sure it's gonna be in the beginning of next year. Because it's pretty much some bugs that I need to fix, and then literally just create a build and give to you guys so you can start playing it. Both of the games, right? This one and the main game. The main game is pretty much a couple of bugs I need to fix that I know of, but I can assure you that it's gonna have way more bugs when you guys put your hands on it. You guys are gonna find everything in there, right? So then I'm gonna be fixing those and adding the new functionality to it, right? So yeah, this is what we are doing today. This is the game that we are working on, and we are kind of like jumping back and forward between Node.js and Unity, because now we are making the game talk to the bot and that type of thing. So we are going to add Mohit Max Mind. We're gonna have to add some events here. So that. So get user by ID, by name, and save user. So this will be by name, username, and then save user. And this will be user. Okay. So that's pretty simple. So let's do that. So if username, we're gonna do var that equals to this, and then we do that dot get user by name, and then we pass the username that we receive here, and then our callback, that's gonna be user, right? And then we do if callback. So if we have the first callback available, we're gonna be calling that back, right? And then we do if user. So if we have the callback and the user, we do callback with the user. And then otherwise we call back with a null, right? Debug JavaScript. I can only read Mohit Max Mind. So get user by name. Also, we have two things in our callback. We have error and user. If not error, else, I don't really like JavaScript, but if not error, we do that. Otherwise, if callback, if we have a callback, then we do callback with null, right? If callback with null if we got an error. And then we could say not collection, console.log. We can say error. We log the error and we return null. If not an error and we have a callback, we're gonna call back with the user only. So we call back with the user, get user by name, and that's the user that we are getting back. If callback, if user, then we pass that back. So to test this, that, what's the name change? That's your different ID for Twitch. I was going to say that that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't say anything. Game and Dev. Why? By the way, like Yag is asking, why did you change your name? I was thinking that was you, but my mind was busy. My mind was busy. Okay, as soon as we user login, let's return here because we don't want to do all that. And let's do this. Let's emit an event here. Close it. And that would be get user by name. that's correct. Username, user, function user, right? Username and callback. And then return the user, yeah. Username and callback. Console.log user. Okay. Save that. Save that. And where is my bot? Open mailbox, level 3, man. Thanks for watching, bro. Well, looks like I wrote a bunch of garbage that actually works, maybe. So click in here. What? No way, Jose. That's impossible. That is impossible. Get user by name. I love some garbage code. That's impossible, man. I don't even have the table. I don't even have the table for this. What are you talking about? How you're finding me a user? Oh, okay. I'm using get use by name, so we need to, there we go. We need to do this. Do I have... ID that dot ID plus underline that. Now it's going to be better, because that get by name, it's actually grabbing the user that is the XP system user, right? Okay. Let's see now what happens. Nothing happens. Console.log. Get user by name. Console.log. User by name. Sorry guys, sorry, my bot keeps spamming that links in there. It's because I keep restarting it. Sorry about that. It should not be doing it. It's just because I keep restarting and restarting. Nothing. Nothing, huh? I knew it. On user login, that events, emit. Let me do this, 1 second. Oh boy. That. You know what? Chat command. Where is it? I can disable it from here. Init. There we go. Now there's no more links. I found the user and the user ID, blah, blah, blah. But that's not it. Yeah, that's because it's actually finding. So we are working in a code that we're going to be putting in here. This is what we need to do. That events emit that ID, get user by name. Oh, it's plugging name dot ID. Now it should work. I did it today, Yag. Today, man, I need to go work tomorrow. So I say I better shave tonight. Better shave tonight. Click. And what do we got? That get username is not a function. Okay, and that will be in my models. Remove that from there. Now we got the right scope. Yep. So that is correct. That is correct. Where is it? Right here. So if user means that we have the game user, else create the game user. Game user. So at this point, I'm not sure what I need for this game user. I know for sure we need the ID of it. Right? ID. In the ID, let's do G user so we don't get messed up here with these two variables. So G user. So this is the user that's coming from the bot XP type of thing, right? So if we don't have the game user yet, we're going to create a game user, and that's going to be using dot ID, and then name, user dot name, and then password is going to be empty. And this password is going to be just gibberish, right? It's just going to be a number or something that you guys are going to put in there. Like, don't use your real password or anything like that. Just put some gibberish that you know what it is. Because it's not going to be secure or anything like that. It's just going to be for fun. So don't use your passwords. Just put some gibberish that you know what it is. So after creating the user, we're going to have to fire an audit event. And this is going to be save user. Save user. And right here, we're going to be passing the game user, and this is going to be the result, right? And do we have this event? Let's do ID here for everybody. ID. Save user. We do have save user. Do we have the event? Save user. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do plugin dot ID. Dot save user. That's going to be the user, and this is going to be the result. Or is it? Yag. What is it? What is it? Oh, to change the color. Dude, you're adding a bunch of stuff to it, huh? That's very cool, man. Yeah, I didn't see that one yet. Now I saw it. User. It's like you're putting a lot of work in that bot, man. That save user, user result. If result, call back with the result. And on save here, what are we doing? So let's do the same thing we did before. If it's not an error, let's do that. Else, we're gonna do if callback. So if we have a callback with a null, but let's do console.log Let's log that error. And then we call a callback with a null. If we don't have an error, if we haven't callback, let's just call with the result. Callback's null. Okay. So when you call save user, we are passing a callback. Save user. Let's see if that works. So we should be getting something in here. So we are calling the save user. And this result here, let's do a console.log and see what we get. Looks like we got a query in there. And we got it. We got the ID, we got Jeff Dev, and the password. Cool. So now let's create, got chat and commands working. I released the first closed beta today. That's awesome, man. That's cool. Got the chat and the commands working. That's awesome. Okay. Now on Whisper, so this is what we're gonna do. To play the game, you guys would have to save your password and then add your password. KDO Rider, thanks for the ride, man. Welcome everybody. Lilybite, welcome to the stream. KDO, dude, thanks for the host for the raid, wherever it's called, this thingamajigger. Lilybite, welcome everyone to the stream. What time is it? 10:20 already. Raid. Dude. A ride? Yeah, I don't know how to say things. I don't know how to say things, man. KDO. Thanks for the host, man. I'm not gonna say it anymore because I am messing up the words here. Can't suffer. What's up, man? Still Toad. It's raid time. Yeah, man. Welcome everybody. We are still working on the the little bot for the stream, and tonight it's pretty much a lot of Node.js. I just got to the point where, let me take this away. I just got the point where now you guys will be able to set the password, so you're gonna be able to play the game, right? Raid sounds like Maid or Jade. What? It didn't play anything to me. I just saw the stream labels coming up with KDO was rated U with a party of 6. That's what I got. I didn't got any sound or anything like that. Okay. Username. He was talking about how to pronunciate it. raid. Oh, I see what you're talking about now. Let's see. Raid. I got it. I think I got it. So if you guys want to test this, let me see what I'm getting in here. I'm getting Twitch. Twitch user state, username. So just for fun, console.log. This is going to be the user that is setting password to that. So if you're gonna run this command, you guys should be careful because it's gonna be showing on the stream. So don't actually type passwords in there. So username and let's do message parts, I guess. Let me save that. Let me restart the bot here. Okay, now if I do whisper something, the user Jeff Dev is setting password. Okay, so I'm actually getting the entire array here. So var password equals to message parts 1, right? Password. Let's try again. Is it Android only? Well, I guess I could build a version for iPhone as well, but right now it's just for Android. So let me test again. Whisper set password, set pass. Okay, the user Jeff Dev is setting password to some pass. Okay. Now we need to do the same thing here. Check for user. If the user is not found, save user, save new user. So we pretty much need to do the same thing in here. I don't think you can just install apps on iOS without getting them from the store. Yeah, so then it's going to be only for Android. If you cannot just install them, then it's going to be only for Android. I don't know how Apple works. I don't have an Apple. I just have an Android phone. So I know that I can install in mine. Set user pass. I don't know if I should do all the check-ins in here. You know, check if the user exists, check blah blah blah. I don't know if I should. No. Nope. I'm not doing that in there. Where's our event user login? Okay, this is pretty much what we need in there. Let me copy this. And then Twitch Whisperer. So let's do if password. We need to have something, right? If password, else Jild, failed, no password. If we have a password, that's what we want to do. We are going to look if we have that user in the database, right? If we have that user in the database, man, I don't like JavaScript much, just a little bit. It's so confusing the way that you need to. I know that I could format my code whenever I want, but I'm trying to keep, you know, the same way that people that write JavaScript do. So get user by username, and the username would be this in this case, right? So get username. If we get the user, get user by name. We are looking here for the JGo users, right? So we're gonna look for the bot and see if the bot has that user. If the bot has it, let's look for if the player is in the player's database type of thing, right? And that's going to be the username. We have the user. I was going to write debug console.log. The game users table. Else, let me remove this for now. Console.log. In the game users. I was explaining this earlier because the bot, it kind of has all the information about the user, and then we're gonna have a different table. It's a different document for on MongoDB, right? So we're gonna have a different document that will be used to save the user's information. So your points that you do in a game, like how you did in the game, stuff related with the game in there. So this is the table. That's the game user, right? And if we need any other information, we are saving the ID here, the same ID that we have in the XP bot. So if we need any other information, we can create a relationship and just find in that table the other information about the user, right? Gotta lurk a bit. Yeah, man, go for it. So this table, it's only specific to the game, right? So if we found the user, otherwise we failed. Get user by name. Okay. Let me save and see what happens now. Oh, no. I'm testing the chat here, so let me whisper. Bottweiler Jr. Set pass. I found the user and user ID is that. I found the user in the game users table. Okay, so it's actually doing what we thought it would be doing. So we're gonna do, because you're setting the password, Jethro codes. Welcome to the stream, my man. You're setting the password. So every time that you come here and you set your password, you're gonna be changing it, right? No matter what it is. So if you have a password, blah, 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 and you come here and type something else is going to be your new password. So let's do guser dot password equals to password. So that's the password that you're setting. And then we're going to do one more event here. See, this is what I don't like with JavaScript. It's like so much nesting that it drives me insane. I know that I could be using promises, but I don't like to promise anything. Okay, so save user, that's what we're looking for. We are looking for that event. Save user, and then we want to pass here the guser result and console.log was for user, and let's do the user here. That's gonna be username. So let's see if that works. Let me show you guys first here. So let me, do I need to refresh the entire thing? Looks like it. So this guy right here, see, our password is empty, right? Now, let me restart the bot here and let me try to set that password. Whisper. Some pass. Password was successfully saved for user Jeff Dev. So now, really? I don't have refresh in there, huh? Refresh. Edit. So now we have this some pass in there, right? That's what we are talking about. So in the ID is going to be your ID from the bot, right? So there is the bot XP here. The bot XP here is where everybody is located. And I have the XP, the level that you are, and all that stuff. So if I ever need any more information from the users in here, I can go from here, right? And then use this ID here and say, hey, I need more information now for that person. It's kind of a relationship type of thing. I don't know if Mongo is really made for this sort of thing, because normally you would make a nested document, right? I guess this is how people go with Mongo. So let's say inside these users, so let's say this guy right here, you would have a nested document that will be information about the game, right? But I'm kind of used to do SQL and relationship type of databases. So I like better that way, because if you're not doing relationship, there is a lot of data that's repeated, right? And it's really hard to, I don't know, I cannot wrap my head around of not having relationships, or like many through relationships, like this user belongs to a room, or this user has many records, that type of thing. I cannot wrap my head around how you do that in Mongo. But, or even if you have like a table that it's kind of the index for two different relationships. So you would have like products, like a storefront, you would have products, and you have categories. So you could say, give me all the products that belong to category 1, right? So you can get all the products that are in the category 1, and you could say, okay, present me from all these products, which are the categories that they belong to. So you could do like inverse relationships. Yeah, you can do that with Mongo, but it's like weird way. So that's why I do this way, because I'm used to it. That's why. That's why. So in this case, we found the user and we go in there and we update the password. I return, welcome back, Jag. And in this case, we could not find the user, right? So, and then the password here would be password in that case. Let's do console.log. Someone was successfully created. There. And then right here we do the username as well. Username. KDO, by the way, are you watching still? Which level are you on? Not much, Yag. You didn't miss much. A bunch of Node.js, no sense, and Mongo, no sense. By the way, which level, if you guys are playing Destiny, which level are you guys? KDO, which level are you on Destiny now? Dude, I had no time to play Destiny at all. I was telling the guys, I was last week, I was working the entire week. 305. I'm gonna murder you, man. I'm still stuck on how much I said last time, 275. I need to do some raids or something. But yeah, I worked last week all weekend long. I just got Thursday off, and then Friday I was working until like late, super late. I could not even stream Friday, and then I was working Saturday, I was working Sunday, and then I got today off, and I still work the entire of the week every day. So I didn't have any time to play anymore, man. Maybe next year, hopefully, you know, I can play it. $305, man. Feels rare. Feels rare, man. Okay, so now let's test. Let's test in the case that we don't have a user. In the case we don't have the game user, right? So delete document. So they call it documents, right? Yeah, let's delete that document, bro. Okay, let's try again. What do you work with? I used to be a full backstack developer, full backend developer. Now I am a technician, computer technician. I just put computers together. So people go in there, they buy all the parts, they buy all the water cooling, all the motherboards, like fancy CPUs. They buy all the parts, they take the parts and they put the computer together. I don't know. I would, if it was me buying like a bunch of cool stuff, I want to put it together myself, right? But I guess some people, they don't want to deal with it. So they just go and say, oh, I wanted this processor, I wanted this motherboard, I wanted this cooler, wherever. We get all the parts, we put all together. That's what I do now. By the way, welcome to the stream, man. Whisper, and then set some pass. User was created. And let's see if we got our password in there. Refresh. Yep. Set some pass. I know how it feels. Yeah, and by the way, guys, I send this command. Let me show you. I send this command, and since I did some pass with the space on it, it only took the sum as my password. So again, don't set your password to anything close to any password that you use, because this is going to be plain text here, and from the game they're going to be playing to the bot, everything is going to be plain text. So just add in there some gibberish that you know what it is, right? Because I'm going to be able to see it, anyone is going to be able to see it, your password. So just do some gibberish, don't put real stuff in there. You've been warned. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Don't use, man. Okay, now I need to figure it out. Where am I having those? I need to remove those console logs in there. So if you guys want to test it, so let's see. If you guys want to test it, to set your password, you need to whisper Botweiler Jr. Whisper Botweiler Jr. and with the command set pass, and then after that, you do your password. Rio Jeff Dev Lover. Oh boy. I try to do that. See if it's working for you guys. Let's see if we're not gonna crash the bot here. You need to whisper Island. There we go. The Yag. So Yag set a password. You need to whisper Botweiler Jr. And then do whisper set pass, and then after that your password. Nice game you got. I need to remove those debug logs, man. Where are those? Yeah, can I change my password? Let's see if that changed it. Can I change my password? You got it. You got it, bro. Yeah, you need to whisper. Where are those console logs? No URL encoding. Nope. There's nothing there. And if you send a stew toad the ID and set pass, so your password is set pass. Nice password, bro. You guys are trying to break my bot already, huh? That's what you're trying to do. That's good. That's good. You guys can try everything you want. Come at me, bro. Come at me. My name. Where are those debug logs? This is for the login. Okay, so we are not testing that. Okay, that can go away. For sure. So maybe it's in the model. Save user. Let's see. Oh boy. I want to see you log in. I want to see you log into the game with that password. That's what I want to see. Let's see what Mongo did. Refresh. Probably is this one. Yeah, man, it saved it. Problem is, type that in the keyboard. And say, oh, I lost my password. Call support. I'm typing it. It's not taking it. Where is my logs? I'm typing my password, it's not taking it. Oh boy. Routes. He cannot be in there. Dude. Mini Unicode converter. Because this is what's gonna happen. You guys would come here in the chat, set your password, right? Then you would go to the game. When you play the game, you're gonna do here like Jeff Dev, and then wherever is the password that you set, right? And then you would click login, right? That's what you would do. So you would set the password through the bot in the Twitch chat, and then you would play. Because if you can whisper Botweiler through Twitch, I'm gonna assume that you're logged in on Twitch, and the only person that would have your username would be you, right? So that's how I'm doing. I'm being lazy. I don't want to create an entire registration process or things like that. You just set your password, and then I'm assumed that that's you. Dude, where are those? Let me double check. There we go. The bot's still running, bro. The bot's still running. Refresh. Close a couple of this. What is that? So found user, the user ID is find in folder. That dang, son. What's the other? Is setting password too. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. There we go. Okay, now if you guys... Now if you guys set the password, I'm just gonna say this person update the password or this person was created, right? Now this part, it's kind of done. So we need to go back to the user login. So this one here, we are going to be, let me copy all this garbage. Delete that. On login user, so this is what we need to do now. We need to do this, but there's a but. Always there's a but. That's gonna be that plugin.id plus underline get user by name. So by doing this, we are using this table here, or this document, right? We are grabbing the users from here. And the user info gonna be username, and we want to do that wherever you type in there. We want to lowercase it. Where do I have a lowercase here? Right here. So we want to lowercase that. Well, I think I'm gonna, right now there's no limit, but I'm thinking to do at least like 6 digits or 8 digits. So that's gonna be the shortest one, I guess. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you guys wanted me to add a limit, I can. I'm probably gonna add a limit to at least 4 digits, right? What did I copy? Oh, to lowercase. So username to lowercase, and then we're gonna do if user, if we have the user, 1 digit. If we have the user, try to match the password, else failure. So right here on our little API here, we login click. So we are emitting the socket with the data, and we are listening for user login authorized, right? Starlight, welcome. Nice to see you. I don't see you for a long time. That's awesome. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a good how's it called, the Thanksgiving and everything. Yeah, thanks for the follow, by the way. Appreciate it. By the way, Starlight, did you go to TwitchCon? I was in TwitchCon, but I didn't see you there. Green Fingers, thanks for the follow. Welcome, everybody. What happened? Oh, I cannot read that username. Buoyant. I'm sorry, I cannot say that. Dude, thanks for the host, Starlight. For some reason, all my messages are being delayed. Thank you so much for the host. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I did go to TwitchCon. No way. I was there for the 3 days. Dude, you should have told me that you're there. I went there for the developers. Actually, it was really nice from Twitch because they paid for everything, for the tickets and everything. So then I went there. It was pretty cool. The only thing I had to pay for sure was the hotel, right? But Godfather, welcome, man. And Arctic Storm, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I was also at the Twitch Devs conference. How I didn't see you? Oh no. Robo, welcome to the stream, man. I was looking for everyone in there. I went to the dev area. I was walking that area all day, walking around and looking stuff, and I didn't see anyone. The only person that I saw in there was that I saw like next to me was Dr. Disrespect. I didn't see anyone else. Robo, thanks for the follow. Actually, I may have a picture of him, and it was crazy because he was next to me, and then I started taking a picture. When he was taking a picture with a girl, it was like 5 minutes. There was like 100 people around it, right? Starlights, the links are blocked. If you want to whisper to me, I can copy and paste in the chat if you don't mind. Let me see if I find the oh, I don't have the pictures here anymore. I had a picture. Let me see. Yeah, I don't have it in my computer anymore. No, it's all right. If you want to send me, just yeah, whisper to me or any of the mods. They can copy and paste. We had so many issues with links, like inappropriate links and that type of thing. I say, you know what? I'm just gonna disable, and then the mods can help me with it. So yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, but it's pretty cool stuff. So okay, going back to our thingamajigger in here. Looks like we need to send it back a login authorize. Oh, and this is something that I remember a long time ago, Starlight. I remember you're talking about of making a game, you know, and with the bot and that type of thing. This is something I'm trying to take a break of my game now. So I created this little game here, right? Now it's broken. I'm just gonna finish in 1 second and then you will see it. But it's a Unity game that is actually connected to the bot, and then you guys can go playing it. As soon as you beat the record, overlay would show in the stream, right? And would have like leaderboards and that type of thing. I got your link. Let me check it. I got your link. Dude, I didn't see, and I walked this area for a long time. I was like around that area and going back and forward. I didn't see anyone in there. Sorry, that one doesn't exist. Let me try copy again. Damn. There you go. I didn't see you at all. Let me see the first one. No one. KDO ended up bailing in me because KDO is supposed to go with me. Oh, I think I saw that one. And then he ended up saying, oh, I'm not going to be able to go. And then I end up going by myself. So, oh, almost me with the green hair. Yeah, but it's a shame. It's a shame. What day you guys were there? Because I didn't know anything. I just saw the dev stuff, and I thought maybe if someone is here, they're gonna come here at some point, right? So I was walking around and I would go to the dev. I would walk around and go to the dev. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, we could have drink like a soda or something, or drink like a tea or something. Green fingers. Welcome to the stream, man. The whole time? No. Unless, I don't know, because I need to, where is my pictures from Twitch? Did I post it? Let me see here. Let me see if I post something. Oh, it's gonna be too far away here in the Discord. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. There is one here. I found it. So, did I have more? I don't know if I have more stuff here. Yeah, that's all the stuff that I got there. Yeah, this is not related with it. Sorry. Close that. Yeah, but it's a shame that we didn't see each other. Shame. You need to follow me on Twitter. What's your Twitter, though? Do I have the link for your Twitter? This one? Let me try here. I'll search. There we go. Now I'm following. There we go. I don't use these things a lot, you know, like Twitter and this stuff, Facebook and Instagram. I don't even have an Instagram, so I don't use those things. A hookup, yeah. Dude, there is so much nice stuff with the extensions that you can do now. I probably gonna have to write an extension at some point because I'm thinking to do the leaderboards. I want to do an extension that actually updates automatically. So you guys are gonna be playing the game. If you beat the record or whatever, you're number one, it's going to be updating automatically on the Twitch panels. That's what I want to do. So much cool stuff coming on now. The followers warnings and that type of thing. Yeah, man, could introduce to everyone. I missed it. Next year, maybe next year. Remove XP. Let me do Diamond. Where are you from, hombre? I'm from Brazil. It's weird though, because like blood wise, I am Italian and German, like my family blood, right? But I was born in Brazil, so I am Brazilian per se. Diamond, thanks for the follow. And I was raised on Brazil, and then I moved to USA. I'm living here for 10 years. So what are you working on? Now Starlights. Well, no, good night. Yeah. So now Starlights, I am actually doing that game. So it's this little game right here. I'm gonna this is gonna be an app, right, for Android. So you guys are gonna be able to play that in your Android phone. And let's say if you beat the record, it's connected to the bot. So as soon as you beat the record and I am streaming, overlay would show in the stream saying so and so just beat the record. If I'm not streaming, you're just gonna update the leaderboards, right? But if I am streaming, whatever you do or like things that happen in the game, they're gonna be showing overlays in the stream, and this is what I'm working on now. So it's a little bit of Unity, a little bit of C#, and a little bit of Node.js. This is what I'm doing now. I'm now level 7. Yeah, man. Thanks for watching, man. On user login. Let me comment this out so you guys can see the game. It's a very, very simple game. Simmons. Hello soundtrack, yeah. If you guys wanted me to change it, I can change it, but yeah, it's Halo. Where was it? Where is it? I'm just trying to find the code here so I can fix really quick. So let's just fire this event here. And on Unity, we are expecting on login authorized, right? So only login authorized, and go to definition, player data, are we using the data here? Yeah, player data, go to definition. Oh boy, let me create this really quick here so you guys can see what's gonna happen. So var user equals that. Do you post much work on Twitter, etc.? No, I want to start doing more, because the only things that I do on Twitter are pretty much I just use to warn you guys when I'm going online. So I need to start using more. But yeah. Yeah, I need to start using those things more. What I started doing now, I start posting my like old VODs for the stream. I started uploading to my YouTube channel. So if you guys are interested, created at, I don't know why I'm using all these here, but maybe I don't even need it. So user ID is going to be something. Let's grab my ID. Where is my ID? Right here. So user ID that. Display name is gonna be that. And I think we can do it with those. Name. One second here, guys. Okay, so let's pass the user here. Now, let's see if I can restart my bot here. Okay, so we are online. Let me push play. And the game is very, very simple. If I click login now it actually let us play, right? Of course, that at this point here, so if I remove this, right? So I remove that. I'm gonna run the bot again. So the bot's not sending anything through the socket, right? So if I push play now, I can click login as much as I want. We cannot start the game, right? So I will be, let's say you would enter dev, and then wherever is the password you set, login, and then in this area here, we would be checking for your password and stuff. Right now, I'm just returning this user here that we created, right? So there. So I'm gonna save it. And restart bot. Now if we go play it, now we can log in and go for a new game, right? And it's kind of like a bingo game type of thing. But this is the timer. So if you mark the numbers faster, wherever is the time left when you click next, that gives you like bonus points, right? And everything is based on the points. It doesn't matter the numbers or what you marked. What matters is how much points you make. So like the angel gives you like 20 points more, right? And there is the devil. If the devil shows it, it takes points away from you, right? And if you make a line, you make points, all that type of thing. Let's see if I can make one here. Yeah, so with the line, you get more points. And so far, I need to add like all like nice animations but I'm not an artist, so I don't know how to do those type of things. But this is the game pretty much. And click there and there. So see, when this thing shows in here, I can mark any number in the row. And then when the Joker shows up, I can mark any number in the card. So see this guy right here, I can mark any number, right? And I'm just showing in green here because it's easier for me while I'm testing. Instead of me having to search for the numbers, I can just see where they are if they were selected in the bottom, right? So I can click there. And I need to add the sounds, animations, because like when you make a line, I want to make like a something like spinning or something crazy, or some effects like Unity effect system or something. One. That's the devil. And then that's the line. And so when you finish the game, you would be sending your score to the bot, right? And then if you beat the max score, the bot will check that and then show something in the stream. And then you have the jackpot. So as you're watching the stream, or if you're just parking in the chat, as long as the bot is running, you're earning XP, right? So that's how you play the game. You need to just watch the stream or leave your just be parking in the chat. You're gonna be earning XP, and then you can play the game, right? And then you pay let's say 100 XP or 10 XP to play one game, and that 10 XP would go to the jackpot, and this jackpot is for everybody. So everybody that's playing the game, they are putting XP on the jackpot. So if you beat the max score, you're gonna be the person that has the max score, right? And then on Friday night, the person that has the name on the max score is the one that's gonna get the jackpot. And then the score is reset and the jackpot is reset for next week again. So something like that. It's gonna be like every day or every Friday. It depends how much you guys are playing, right? It could be like once a month, depending, right? So that's the idea. That's the idea, guys. But I think we got a lot done today. And by the way, to log in here, you would be once a year. To log in here, you would be setting the password. So we just finished that command. You would be setting the password with Botweiler. So just whisper Botweiler with this command, set pass. So whisper him, set pass, and then wherever you put next to it, it's going to be your password. Again, do not use any real password. Just use gibberish, right? Don't use any password that you use anywhere else. Please don't do that. It's going to be, everything is going to be text-based. I can see the password. Anyone can see the password. So don't do that. And then when you start the game, what you're going to do is enter your username here, your Twitch username, and then the password that you set with the bot, right? I got your link, Starlight. Thank you. For my typing, it's all right. Mad Dog Killer is my password. Yeah, some of the guys, they start playing around already. Let me refresh. And then we have, yeah, some of the guys, they were testing the password here. And look the gibberish. They were trying to break my bot, right? So they were sending gibberish over. On. Stu Toad, is your password on? That's a good password, bro. Edit document. Can I change my password? You guys. Let me see. This is probably me. Yeah, some. It's working. So yeah, this is how you would, you know, I'm Jeff. Set your password, guys. Okay, let me close this. I need to go because I need to work tomorrow. Yeah, I know. I worked, the only day off that I had was Thursday. And then actually I'm going to keep my bot running. I had a day off on Thursday. I worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I had the day off today, and then the entire week I am working. So I don't know. Probably this end of the year is gonna be tough. But what can we do? Who can we host? Who is streaming? Let's do him. Copy. Okay. It's going to be a surprise, guys. I'm going to be hosting someone. Hopefully you guys like it. He's a really nice guy. So I'm going to be playing one more song, and then after that, I'm going to be hosting him if you guys want to hang around for a minute. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching this stream. I really appreciate Starlights, all you guys with the hosts, KDO with the host. Thanks for the host, guys. And thanks to everybody for watching. I really do appreciate. Thank you so much. And I love you all. And I guess I see you guys Wednesday. See you guys. Bye-bye. Be careful. Be careful.